Hi, everybody. It's Exandra, the medium. I wanted to come on today and discuss something that I have been noticing, and a topic that maybe people understand. Maybe they have no knowledge of it, so it doesn't matter. I just wanted to talk about how when we talk about escaping the matrix, breaking free of all the belief systems and all the control systems and all the power systems that keep us stuck in this way of life where we can't move freely and have freedom and express our truths and just live the way we want to live on this planet with freedom and individuation and think for ourselves and all of those things. And so that's what breaking out of the matrix is, but it's more than that. Breaking free of the matrix is also an inside job, um, as you have to go through, go inside and go into your subconscious mind, which, your subconscious mind also reflects the dream world, the 4D dream world. And you have to go through this. And it's also the shadow. It's all that darkness within that we have to go through before we can reach that place of love and light, the 5D world, and it's leaving behind this old way of being, following what our ancestors did and believed, and this is how it is, and the belief systems, that we're so stuck in that 3D mindset. But as we talk about going into the 4D, it does take somebody who's being a warrior. And I'm talking about a spiritual warrior. And being a spiritual warrior means going in there and going deep within yourself and healing you, healing the parts of you that have been traumatized, that have belief systems that keep you stuck, that keep you in fear, that keep you from believing in yourself, family patterns that do the same thing, religious organizations that taught you what, fear or, belief systems that don't work anymore for you. And so, whatever it is, and things that traumatize you, that's a big thing too. I mean, probably the biggest is that we have to go into that trauma. And, when we go into trauma, we're going deep within ourselves, we're going into the subconscious and we're taking a look at what that trauma taught us, what did we have to go through it for? What battle? And sometimes it's connected to a past life where we had to relive a similar thing. And in that situation, we have to heal that. So we have to go deep into the shadows, we have to go so deep in our subconscious that, we get rid of everything that holds us back from moving to just love and oneness. And that love and oneness, it's within yourself that you have to reach the 5D. It's within your own universe. All of this is your own universe, your own individuated universe. Breaking out of the matrix is breaking out of the human form. It's breaking out of the ego. It's freeing yourself from everything that limits you, because we know it's all in our mind. Our mind's what limits us. It's the belief systems, it's the generations, it's all these things that keep us stuck, the traumas. And then once we start releasing them one at a time, we connect them back all the way where that started. If I was murdered in one life and every lifetime I kept getting murdered and then it changed, then but I heal it. It goes all the way back because I healed that. When I learned the awareness of that, being murdered in another life, say, then I learned how to forgive even that, And a lot of people talk about it being a simulation, and it is a personal simulation for everyone. It is. It's from who you are, individuated, and all of your energies, experiences from wherever it's been in the past and even in the future. All of it is connected because it's your energy and your experiences. That's the soul energy. But it has to be free too, because some of us in our soul's energy, if we were killed in a past life, and a part of us is stuck there, it's stuck there because because you were murdered and you got stuck there for a while, your energy, and you never got to heal that, and I did a video yesterday about getting frozen in fear. And it's like the trauma, and I was talking about the trauma of COVID. And, it left many of us stuck in fear, like losing a part of ourselves, in this battle with COVID. We lost a part of our soul. And it's so important at this time to be calling that back and healing that trauma that was caused from the COVID. And there was huge trauma, and it was a collective trauma, and a lot of people say it was planned, and you got to wonder, because it felt we were knocked off our timeline, and it felt like a darkness that wanted that stopped, because when people heal their wounds and they become a higher vibration, the matrix doesn't work on people. They can't be controlled. Their belief systems are expanding. They let go of the old limiting belief systems that keep them stuck, and they just learn pure awareness, understanding, and so that's what happened. And it's really important to go deep with this COVID, collective trauma that we had, and heal it and let it go and forgive it, and just thank goodness it didn't work out maybe the way they had planned, because I don't think that it did, because a lot of warriors, a lot of people with the light were sending it out, and there was so much healing that it stopped it from being as bad as I think it would have been, but it did change our timeline, and we've had to spend time just working on this and being frozen. And that happens in past lifetimes, but it's like people were moving forward. They were breaking out of that matrix. They were trying to have this, awareness experience of all their areas. And then came this and kind of stopped a lot of people that were, moving to that love and oneness in the 5D so I just want to say, thank you for the warriors that are out there too, that really have stuck through this and been in that fourth dimensional energy and fought the big fight, and because there are the warriors, and that's what I wanted to talk about, is these warriors. And these warriors are, people who have, had since childhood bad dreams, fighting the battles, right? In your dreams, and you're just fighting it, over and over. This was me. I was one of these people. And throughout life, but it was, a reflection of the world too around me, which is, obviously a collection of all the past lives that, and in this life, I had all of it come in on me at once. And many of us have had this, and so in that we've had to learn how to fight, heal all that damage, all those damages that were within us, and I'll talk about this tomorrow a little more, because I'm going to do a video tomorrow, because it's the 25th anniversary of my daughter's passing, and that's where my awakening, started, was from her death. That was a jolt to me, and a big life-changing, awakening, beginning the process of the journey I've been on for 25 years of healing, healing this lifetime and many lifetimes, and, really, and then also learning a lot about my prophetic dreams and who I am and why I'm here. And there's many people like this that are here that, will be in the dream world, and they are the warriors, because they're not just fighting for themselves. They're fighting for the collective consciousness that has been damaged at this time. And they come forth at this time because we are in this quantum shift of consciousness. And so these souls many times have been, masters, and they are here, as, I've seen some of them as archangels, and they're here to fight this battle, the spiritual battle on earth that we're in, right? And how do they do that? I mean, we don't see it in the 3D very much. We see a lot of anger and hate and that kind of separation, but the battles, the spiritual battles, the energy battles we're seeing in the fourth dimension, okay? And they're being fought out, And what I wanted to say for those people who understand what I'm talking about and know that they are one of these warriors, that it is so important to protect your energetic bodies, do the healing work, because as a light worker, as somebody like this, if you aren't aware of this, I'm sure you are somewhat, but that you need to make sure you're protected when you're dreaming and going into battle with these energy forces, because there's a lot of darkness, and it's the collective darkness against the collective light. So you've got to protect your energetic body when you go into that dream state. If you're a dreamer, you know who you are. Some people do not remember their dreams. They may probably not a dreamer. I've been a dreamer, but there have been times, and I want everyone to understand this too. If you are a dreamer and you've been times that you've been blocked, those are the times you need to look at for yourself. To what do you need to do? Do you need to do some healing? Do you need to make sure, you're not eating too many edibles or drinking too much, or whatever the case may be, so that your energy is clear when you go to bed at night? Because if you're in a weakened state by, some other forces, you're not doing the battle that you came here to do. And you know who you are. You feel it within, like, you came here to do something, and you're like, well, why am I not out here doing it in the physical world? And you do some of it in the physical world, but there's a big battle that's going on in this part of the spiritual world, and you know who you are. If you've broken pretty much out of the matrix, you're probably fighting this battle, which means, you're really free of belief systems that keep people stuck and not let them see the truth, of what's out there. You gain, as you go through your own healings, you gain more awareness, because you're getting rid of these pre-programmed belief systems that have people stuck, that can't see, and sadly, people who have never done healing work on themselves and gotten to forgiveness, had to forgive, and like I said, 25 years ago, tomorrow will be when I had to start healing myself, or I wouldn't have made it. I broke into a trillion pieces because I lost my daughter, and from there I had to heal and rebuild. But every heartache that I stuffed, and every broken piece of my stuff before, I had no place to stuff. It overflowed, and I broke into a million pieces. And I started my healing work back then, and had to keep it up for many reasons. But I know now that I've gained so much understanding for those others who have done the spiritual work and went inside and worked to heal yourself and forgive, the unforgivable, and let go of, some things, you have to let go of so much, to, all attachment and attachment to outcome even, and it's like letting go of fear. And, it's like even doing this video, some people will resonate and some people will be like, what? But that's okay, because the ones who get it is only the people who I want to talk to. I just want to say, yes, I get it. There is this battle going on within, and because it's chaotic, because the collective light and the collective dark are going at each other and separating. But at the same time, the light will get stronger as it learns how to fight back and stay strong in the light and bring in the love, and that's what we're here to do. But we can only find that self-love when we heal that stuff within us. And so the healing is a really big part of this process. And I just wanted to, reach out to those people and say, if you are a dreamer and you haven't read The Art of Dreaming by Carlos Castaneda, it's a really important writing. it's awareness. It comes, from the medicine men and women from Mexico. And, and there's a lot of really unbelievable information there about dreaming and how, and explains, to gain that power in your dreaming. But if you're a dreamer and fighting the battles and doing the healing and this work in this world, you are fighting those battles, you're moving forward too. But this is something very fascinating to understand, how the sorcerers, the ancient indigenous people understood this. So I just wanted to share that. Hopefully I covered everything I wanted to. But I just wanted to say that. And then tomorrow I'm just going to talk a little more about, how this leads to ascension, this healing and that's really the fifth dimension, to the ascending to a higher vibration of love and light. So anyways, thanks for watching. I am going to be doing more lives. I'm going to be moving more to YouTube in the future. So on Fridays, I will be doing the lives at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So also, if you'd like, I'm back open to doing readings again. If you want to book a private reading, they're open up now. And it is, there's a link below. So just, check it out and check out my lives, because I do medium readings on those days. But I just felt like I'm getting a lot of messages that I just want to share separately and do the live separately. So hopefully more people will enjoy these and have great understanding. So thanks for watching, everybody, and love and light. Appreciate it.